Hi guys, it's Meerkat Gamer here, and our two special guests. This is the first dual comm I had with two people. Our special guests are going to be Sparky16 and a Desolate Soul, my best friend, back with us tonight, and we're going to be talking about the first like series of like consoles that it came out that really changed us and got us introduced in the games, and also some of our favorite weapons and favorite combinations for the new Black Ops 2. So why don't you tell everybody hi, Sparky, and let them know a little bit about yourself.
Well, hi, I'm Sparkyging16, and I play Battlefield on the Xbox 360, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh yeah, I sometimes forget you're not big into. Are you big into Call of Duty, or you're mostly the Battlefield 3 guy, right?
I like Battlefield more than Call of Duty. It's just
Yeah,
map sizes and stuff. I just like that better.
that which is cool because you're the first person that I've actually did a dual com with that prefers Battlefield 3 over Call of Duty. Like we had who was it that we had last time?
We had Snowflake from Frozen
Yeah,
Fame.
Snowflake. Snowflake. He was all about some Call of Duty, and it's good to get a fresh perspective on a different type of shooter. So,
hmm
so why don't you tell me like what's your favorite class on Battlefield 3, and what type of weapons do you like to run with, and what's your basic strategy for bigger type of maps?
Well, I like the Recon class. I use the M98B, and I'm more like a long range kind of sniper. That's what I like to do.
Yeah, you're the guy that got like the 1,000 meter headshot, right?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
I remember telling Meerkat that for the first time. I mean, I actually recruited Sparky from Battlefield to our little platoon, Frozen Fame, and I bragged about this kid's skills on the sniper for weeks to Meerkat. I'm just like, dude, we got this guy that has 1,000 meter headshots here. I went crazy when I heard about that 1,000 meter headshot. I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough for me to even go at 500. I think that's like the isn't that the longest I've done so far, Desolate?
I think you broke 500, I believe. Yeah.
It's tough, but I'm mostly a support guy myself. I like the with a bipod with a light machine gun. It's so accurate and so
Yeah.
powerful, and it seems like you never have to reload. I love it. Plus, you get C4 in there to take down tanks if you're really sneaky. Okay, well, we were gonna be discussing tonight about the basically the consoles that introduced us into games. Can you tell us a little bit about what was your first experience with games?
Well, I think I was like six, maybe. I forgot when, and I got the first Halo. That was probably one of my first-person shooting games, and that's probably one of my favorite games that I played.
Oh,
Eh,
okay. I remember those long nights staying up and playing co-op with your buddy, playing the story and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh man, those were the days. Do you remember the final mission?
yeah, I think I do a little bit.
The one where you're in the Warthog and you're having to race through the ship before it blows up. That
Yeah,
that was notoriously hard. Like I remember playing it on
over and over.
yeah, yeah. In that last mission, we must have we started the last mission, the Pillar of Autumn. We
hmm
started that last mission probably about 10 o'clock one night, me and an old buddy of mine, and
Yeah,
we ended up staying up till like 4 o'clock that morning trying to beat that last mission because we kept on crashing into stuff and blowing up. It was so hard. That was one of the games that I was really hardcore into as well. I mean, I remember the first Xbox I ever got. I got it for Christmas, and my mom bought me a used one. And what I didn't realize was it was a modded one. So when
Really?
I turned it on before I even put in a game, whoever had it before me had like I'm not lying, like 60 games on it. Like the whole hard drive was like you couldn't
Oh,
save anything
way.
because Blood Rain 2 was on it. What was that game? That Mark of Cana or whatever it was
I
on it.
know what you're talking about. I know what
Mark
you're
of
talking about.
Cana, it's like the Indian guy with the staff and everything.
yeah.
I said,
Reckoning was on there. The guy with the like the crossbow, like shaped in a crucifix.
so that you had like a dream Christmas then, honestly, when I mean, you were just like, oh my God, I love you, Mom.
Yeah,
You had to
yeah,
have been.
and it was the Halo edition, green. So
Really?
it was one of the solid
Right.
green Xboxes with the solid green controller. So it was a Halo Xbox, a Halo edition. So I was one happy camper. It had Halo on it already downloaded.
I've never even noticed. I didn't even know they actually did that.
Yeah, yeah, that I didn't either until then, man. And then something happened. Like one of my buddies kicked the Xbox. There was like this little box on the front of the Xbox that held all the games in it. And my buddy, like he always wore those like goth like big like military boots. Me and him were wrestling one day, and he like freaking like jacked up his foot and kicked it, and then it broke, and I cried, and I was probably 12 at the time. But my first game that game console I actually owned was a Nintendo, and I remember playing Dr. Mario, the
Yeah.
duck hunting game, the cartridge with Super Mario 3 and duck hunting on it in the same cartridge. I spent hours playing that stuff.
I remember that actually. I used to go over to my grandpa's house a lot when I was really little, and I used to play the hell out of some duck hunt. I remember that. The little dog
Yeah,
crossing.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah, he'd
remember that.
laugh at you if you missed the ducks and stuff.
Dude, I think my memories of my first console, I had a Super Nintendo, honestly, and I remember,
Super NES.
yeah, I remember I had Street Fighter for it. I had, of course, Mario for it, and I was really into Ninja Turtles back then. I had a Ninja Turtle game. I can't remember the name of it, but I used to play the hell out of that. So, and I loved it. And then, of course, my cousin got a PlayStation, and then I was totally jealous.
Well, okay, so Sparky, before we're running at 13 minutes here, so we probably have less than 2 minutes. So I was gonna end it with what are you wanting to see in the future for Black Ops 4? I mean, are you excited about it? Have you heard anything new, or what's your thoughts on it?
I actually haven't heard anything about Black Ops 4 or anything. I don't really pay attention to the Black Ops
Oh
thing.
God, I meant Battlefield 4.
Oh,
Crap.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for that. I going to get that.
Oh yeah. Do you think it's going to be for the next gen? Because I haven't heard any news, and the next gen is set to be released winter of 2013, and usually by now all the major guys are going to be releasing information for what they have expected for the fall and holidays, for this
Mhm.
next year. But apparently no one's releasing anything, which tells us that most of the stuff we're going to see is going to be on the next gen.
I know for a fact Battlefield 4 is going to be for the 360, though. I know for a fact.
I hope so.
I know. I know that for a fact, dude. I
I
mean,
do want to get the Xbox 720 because I've heard rumors that it will be able to play bigger engines on there, so you
Oh,
can have players and stuff.